Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Good to see everybody. YouTube's cutting off my live chat, so I'll say hi to the people that are being shown. Golby, good to see you. McPigeon, Storm, Mitch, Blonde, Dankster, good to see you. Long time no see. Well, welcome to the stream. As you see, there was air alerts, but they have cleared out at this time. It is 5 a.m. in Ukraine. And yes, I am worried this is the calm before the storm. Hey, General Consensus, Aussie T, good to see you. There's already been massive strikes today, unfortunately. But we'll get to that in a little while. First, let's get through the operational information as of 8 a.m. February 22nd, 2025, the eve of 3 years of the invasion of the Russian Federation. As always, the report starts with glory to Ukraine. The 1096th day of the Russian Federation's large-scale armed aggression against Ukraine has begun. In total, 112 combat clashes were recorded over the past day. Yesterday, the enemy launched 2 missile strikes using 3 missiles and 81 airstrikes. Okay, that Google has such bad translations sometimes. 2 missile strikes using 3 missiles, 81 airstrikes, dropping 135 bombs on the positions of Ukrainian units and settlements. In addition, it carried out more than 5,300 artillery strikes, with 47 of those strikes being from MLRSs. Russia also used 2,785 kamikaze drones to strike at Ukraine. The aggressor carried out airstrikes in the settlements of, and we start out with a hard one, Monachivka, Zapidny, Zolochiv, Dubivkiv in Kharkiv, Konstantinivka, Ivanopolia, Slovansk near Lubivka, Zirozovo, Pokrovsk in Donetsk region, Novopavlivka in the Dnipro region, Huliopol, Lubkova, Zelena, Varvarka, Stepnohrsk in Zaporizhia, Kherson, Vysoky, another hard one, Tia Yadnyanka, Kozachki, and another hard one, Shalakovo in Kherson region. Sorry, I'm having difficulties. I am still learning Ukrainian, and I apologize if I butchered any of the names. Over the past day, aviation, missile troops, and artillery of the Ukrainian Defense Forces struck 2 command posts, 15 areas of concentration of personnel and equipment, 2 artillery pieces of the invader. In the Kharkiv direction, the enemy attacked 5 times in the directions of Voschansk, Figolivka, and Dvorochnaya, and Zapidny. Going to the deep state map. And of course, if you enjoy having the map, please do support deep state. They are doing excellent work. Coming into Kharkiv, of course, Voschansk, and unfortunately, besides Zeleny, I don't know where any of those are. So we're going to have to go and take a look. And of course, the front has expanded in this area since Russians have pushed across the Oskil River, Zapidny, Doroshivka, and Fyolivka. So those are those other three cities in this area right here, just north of Kupiansk. Moving it down to Kupiansk direction, 3 attacks by the invaders took place during the day. The defense forces repelled the enemy assault actions in the Zarozova area. Coming back to Kupiansk, going to the south, Zarozova is right here next to the Oskil River, where Russians have been trying to push to take this bridgehead. Coming south from Kupiansk to the Liman direction, Izium is here, the big crossroads during the main liberation. Back in 2022, Russia was using this as a depot to send out attacks. That was going to be their main way of getting into Slovansk, but since Ukrainians liberated it and captured thousands of Russian equipment. Anyways, in the Liman direction, where to go? The defense forces repelled the enemy's assault action in Zarozova. We covered that, sorry. In the Limansky direction, the enemy attacked 13 times. He tried to wedge his way into our defenses near the settlements of Ivanivka, Kolodazhny, Yampolivka, and in the Serebryansk forest. Zooming in a little bit here, the Serebryanivka town is here, the Serebryansk forest is here. Zorichny, Yampolivka, Kolodazhny, and just to make sure, Ivanivka was the other settlement. Ivanivka is here, so all focused in this southern area of the Liman direction. Moving over to Seversk. If you guys know K2, this is the direction K2 is in. Ukrainian units repelled the offensive actions of the invaders in the areas of Bilogorivka 3 times. Of course, Seversk is just here, not too far away from Liman. Bilogorivka is here. And I just want to zoom in. Oh, actually, I should go to the satellite image map. So Bilogorivka is here, and you'll see this place in the background of a lot of the K2 videos. Verkno Kamyansky and Verkno Kamyanka. This is a huge oil refinery that operated in Ukraine. It hasn't operated since Russians took it over. But yeah, if you watch the K2 videos, you'll see this place in the back of a lot of their videos, in the background, I should say. And the other place you see is this place here. Actually, I should probably do this on Google Maps, zoom out. Izium, Kramatorsk, Severodonetsk, Servisk, Bilogorivka, and there should be so this should look familiar to several of you. The last video that K2 put out had this mine dumping site in its background. That was their last video. And then if we come down to here, well, here's a view from Verkno-Kamiansky. Yeah, it's just of the town center. You know, Ukrainians don't have to worry about eggs. Chickens run around the town. You just have to go look for them. There's a view from behind. Let's see if we can. Yeah, this way. So there you can see the oil refining plant in the background. This is in Russian-held territory at the moment. You know, perfectly flat terrain in Ukraine, right? But yeah, that's unfortunately the best view I can get you right now of this oil refinery. But oh, my brain just had a brain fart. Give you an idea of how huge this place is. These are the storage tanks. This is all the processing facilities, cooling ponds, and so forth. This was all the administration buildings here. Ukraine had the ability to supply much of Europe with oil and gas, and Russia is trying to steal that. But I just wanted to point that out for you because I know there's a lot of fans of K2 in chat. Oh, anyways, that was Servisk direction. In the Kramatorsk direction, the invaders carried out 6 attacks in the areas of Vasyukivka, Stupochka, and Bilohora. Coming back to deep state, let's go back to the standard view. Coming down to Kramatorsk from Servisk and Liman, Solvansk, Konstantinivka, Chasiv Yar, the main area we were hearing about in this place, but Vasulivka is up here, about halfway between Konstantinivka and Servisk. Stupochki, and if we zoom in really far, Bilohora. Those are the cities that were attacked yesterday by Russia in this area. Moving on from the Kramatorsk, and I lost track of it. There we go, Kramatorsk, to the Torets direction, where Russia carried out 13 assaults near Toretsk and in the direction of Dvelivka. Chasiv Yar, you go directly south and you run into Toretsk. And Dvelivka, there's also another Dvelivka here. I'm assuming the assaults are in this direction. Toretsk is urban fighting. I wouldn't count on Russia controlling Toretsk until you see the red line like out past here. Until that happens, if there's a single gray zone in the city limits, it is not controlled. The fighting is heavy. The fighting is harsh. We've seen the videos from 3rd Assault Brigade working in Toretsk, as well as many other units. Moving over from Toretsk into the Pokrovsk direction, where our defenders stopped 34 assault actions of the aggressor near the settlements of Vodeny Druj, Novotorsky, Elizavetivka, Promin, Dashensky, Kotiny, Udachny, Novo-Alexandrivka, Andrivka, and Ukali. At the same time, the enemy actively used bombing and assault aviation on settlements and positions of our troops in this area. Going to deep state map. Across Mirnograd, Konstantinivka, Toretsk. Zooming into here, Zeleny Pol wasn't mentioned, but Vodeny Druj, Elizavetivka, Novotoretsky, Promin, Dashensky, Kolteny, Udachny, Upensivka, Andrivka, and Ukali. Those are the main focuses of Russian assaults right now. We do see little snippets of liberated areas here in the blue. The one town I am going to say is going to be a linchpin is going to be Udashny. See if I can come over to Bakhmut. Okay, my eyes just don't want to work for some reason. Toretsk, Pokrovsk, Udashny, right here. This town is going to be a linchpin for this front. It is essentially the last town, second to last town before the Donetsk border. We don't want to give Russians that morale boost by reaching the border of Donetsk. Is there any images of town? Yes, there is, actually. Cool. And right here you see the main reason why Russia wants this town. It is a train hub. The train runs right through this town. Neat little village, but it doesn't show what I wanted to show you completely. The train runs through right here. Here's the depot and the road across. This isn't a small depot. This is a staging area into and out of Donbass. You can see here, this image is probably before the war, but all the oil and the oil cars, the coal cars. This is a staging and logistics area for the trains in this area to go on to further destinations. Russia could use that as a huge depot. And that is one of the reasons why they're pushing on this. It gets them within reach of the border. I am keeping an eye on Udashny. I am trying to get a hold of a couple units in that area to see if I can get some information. You know, yeah, I'm some YouTuber that has 30 people that watch me, but I want to know. It's not easy. Yeah, it's keep an eye on Udashny. If Udashny gets occupied, Russians pretty much have an easy run on this mining station here, and then up to the road that supplies Pokrovsk. So in my mind, that is the linchpin. Anyways, enough dilly-dallying, back to the report. In the Novopavlivsk direction, The aggressor attacked 8 times in the past day near the settlements of Constantinople and Bulatsky. We don't have to go far to, well, the Novopavlivka is here, Constantinople and Bulatsky is here. Those are the 2 areas where the assaults took place in this direction. We are starting to see some pushback in this area. Look for blue happening in this area, hopefully in the next week or 2. But moving on from there, we skip the direction of Guliopol and go to Orhiv, where Ukrainian defenders repelled 4 attacks in the areas of, oh god, I hate this town's name. Oh, sorry. Piatihachki and Sechir Baku. I'm not. So skipping over Huliopol to Orhiv. So Mali Serbachku and Sechir and then this town. I would say that, Ukraine needs to liberate towns, so they talk about this town, but that one looks just as hard to pronounce. So I'm just going to say Stepova. Yeah, 100% right, general consensus. Russia has lost over 100,000 men. Well, I think it's a lot more than that. And they still don't have all of Donbass and can't push Ukraine out of Kursk. Russia has less than 19% of Ukraine, and then they still suck. I think it was the Institute for the Study of War did a little article and estimated, like, at their current rate, it was costing Russia 100 people per square kilometer of Ukraine. It would take them 50 years and another 800,000 troops to conquer all of Ukraine. So so I have to ask Blonde Bob Micheller, is womble? Is that what roosters do? That whole... Russia's advancing slower than a snail in Donbass. Yeah. Moving on to the Dnipro direction, where the Russian invaders once tried to dislodge our units from occupied positions, but they were unsuccessful and suffered losses. I'm just going to scroll down here because they don't give a town. Novokomor. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, here we go. So the advance was here, right just north of the sand dunes in Ukraine. So I will zoom over here, sand dunes, and this is where the attack happened near Ivanivka. As for Kursk, since they also don't give names for Kursk, these are the locations of the assaults in Kursk. Let me get back up to Kurtz and finish that off. In Kurt's direction, Ukrainian defenders repelled 13 enemy attacks. The enemy launched 20 airstrikes, dropping 28 anti-aircraft missiles, and carried out 383 artillery strikes, including 14 from multiple launch rocket systems. In the Leopold direction, the invaders did not conduct offensive Sorry, I'm trying to keep a straight face with the chat that's going on, and I can't. In the Volyn and Polizia directions, no signs of the formation of enemy offensive groups were detected. On the border with Chernihiv and Sumy regions, the enemy from the territory of the Russian Federation is actively using artillery and strike UAVs in the areas of settlements. Our soldiers continue to inflict significant losses on the occupation forces in manpower and equipment, and are actively undermining the enemy's offensive potential in the rear. And yes, I do say it that way on purpose. Goes into the Russian losses. We'll cover that with the graphic. They end the report, as always, with join the defense forces, Razom Peremojemo, and Slava Ukraina. And we go to Discord. ZCU. Nope, wrong one. There it is. Total combat losses of the enemy as of 8 a.m. 23rd of February, the 1096th day of the invasion. Yesterday, Russia lost 1,180 personnel, 7 tanks, 12 APVs, armored personnel vehicles, 54 more artillery systems, 1 MLRS, 1 anti-aircraft warfare systems. Those are the Buks and like the S-300, S-400s. 117 UAVs, 91 vehicles, and 3 special equipment. That is the Russian losses for today. But I want to take an adventure since General Consensus brought that up. It's all General Consensus's fault. Yeah. Let me go back to today, 1 year ago, and see if I could find the loss reports for that day. September, August, July. Oh, they changed that. April. Oh, passed it. 19, 21, 22, 23. So a year ago. Exactly a year ago. And here's the other one. So 1 year on, directly 1 year on. So in the last year, 408,000 casualties to 867,000 casualties. Well over half of their casualties have been in this year, and they've gained minuscule amounts of ground. Aircraft. So 31 aircraft this year or so far. Helicopters, 325 to 331. So they lost 6 helicopters this year. Armored personnel vehicles, BMPs, BMM, such and such, 12,410. 21,151. So, again, almost half of their losses have been in this year. Anti-aircraft warfare systems, 682 versus 1,081. So, 399 of them were this year? 40%. MLRSs, 999. Well, 297 were just in this last year. Vehicles and fuel trucks, 12,960. Let's just say 13,000. 25,000 were lost this year. 25,000 vehicles in a single year. Special equipment, 1,575. More than doubled. We're at 3,757 now. This is amazing. Artillery systems, 9,916. Let's just evenly round that to 10,000. We're at 22,583. So 13,500 artillery systems destroyed this year. Think about that. 13,000 artillery systems just this year. I'm trying to find my Carmex because my lips are cracking. Stupid cold. UAVs, drones, 7,628. Today, 26,428. Damn near 20,000 drones this year. Boats, only 3 boats this year. Oh darn. And of course, still on 1 submarine. That's rather eye-opening when you can sit there and compare those side by side. You know, 223.24 to 223.25. And Russia's literally gained almost nothing in this last year. Puts it into a little bit of perspective. Air alert map is still clear. I am so thankful to see this. 5:36 a.m. in Ukraine. But moving on to Telegram. Very true. The Ukraine war shows why the West needs cheap throwaway weapons it can make quickly, not just the expensive stuff. Um, drones, and more drones. Um, yeah, it requires cheap weapons in bulk. An American veteran who fought in Ukraine told BI that the war was so different from other battles that some Western soldiers died because they expected things to be easy and did not realize their training was inadequate for this war. Wow, that's harsh. That's a harsh truth right there. Uh, anyways, it is Sunday, and Zelensky puts out the request for air defense on Sundays. Here is this week's. Yeah, Mitch, it was like 267 drones last night. Of course, Ukraine needs more air defense. Um, it's the one thing they've been asking for and asking for since the very, very beginning. And you'll notice out of all those images, only one of those buildings that got hit this week was actually a governmental administration building. The rest were all shopping centers, apartment buildings, houses, kindergartens. Uh, Zelensky's a busy, busy man. With everything else that's going on, he honored soldiers with state awards, in particular the Ukrainian Heroes Golden Star, and handed the awards to the families of the military who were awarded this title posthumously. He also presented certificates for apartments to the heroes of Ukraine and the families of the fallen heroes. It's not translated, it is in Ukrainian. I know people are already working on getting subtitles for this, so I'll look for that video tomorrow. But for now, let's go to Zelensky's address from his phone today. Sit back and enjoy. Wait, that's not today? Oh, no, that's the only speech.
Шановні воїни, шановні рідні наших.
I'll ask this in chat really quick. Do you want to listen to it in Ukrainian, or should I wait for the English subtitles tomorrow? Come on, delay from YouTube. Hurry up so I can find out what people want to do. I'll wait for it tomorrow. Okay. Okay. So here is a preview of some of the videos I have for you today. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of them today. But here is the drone situation from last night. "138 enemy UAVs were shot down. Unfortunately, 0 of the 3 Iskanders were shot down. 119 drones lost in location. 257 shot down or lost. 10 of them reached their targets. Yeah. As a result of the enemy attack, Dnipro, Odessa, Poltava, Kiev, and Zaporizhia regions suffered. This is why Ukraine is asking for more air defense." Some of the results. 1 person died and 3 others were injured in the attack on Kivri. The enemy targeted a civilian infrastructure facility, causing a fire. The fire has been extinguished. Here is the images from Zaporizhia. And yes, that is the boilers for the heating systems in the cities. Even patching up the doggos that got hurt. This is from Zaporizhia. As you can see, aid workers are already setting up and trying to help people out. Of course, there's paperwork for everything so they can prove where the help's going. That is the next one. In Odessa, 3 civilians were injured in the overnight attack. Private residential building was also damaged. Here are the pictures from Odessa. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any videos for those. Falls of downed UAVs were recorded in 4 districts in the capital, in Kiev. Proshirsk, Holosivkis. Okay, I'm not even going to try to pronounce some of those. I need to get better. Consequences of the damage were 2 private houses, a car, and the roof of a Nova Poshta branch. Debris also fell on the territory of the Botanical Gardens in Kiev. As of this time, no injuries were reported, and I have not seen any updates. So hopefully that means there were no injuries in Kiev. And I got an interesting one for you here. Yeah, sometimes I think this war is being Darwin for Russia. You'll have to watch. Unfortunately, I can't make it any bigger. So the drone just dropped that red package, and the Russian digs out this big, huge fishing pole, goes out, looks, and finds out. That's I apologize for the cringe, but I listened to it, so I'm going to make you listen to it. This is Russian Granny Brigade. I'm sorry in advance. I do apologize.
Испокон веков русский воин защищает планету от войн. Вот кто по-настоящему Сигма-бой. Ну что, сынки-защитники, ловите поздравления. Благодарочка героям в нашем исполнении. Как и 80 лет назад, враг не пройдет. Ваш брат не ради наград, цели без преград. Ленинград, Сталинград, не проскочит гад. Скоро ждет парад, как и 80 лет назад. На картине Вознецов было 3 богатыря, а у нас богатырей просто Оля. Подарки в студию! На потоке сборка дронов, в шоке даже нейросети. Бейси, покажи им маскировочные сети. Обеспечим нашим мальчикам суровый вид внешний. Вот это действительно крепкий орешник. Не только собираем урожай и крутим банки. Петровна одного на даче собирает танки. Это лучшая работа в мире. Лучшая работа в мире.
Лучшая работа в мире. За что мы вас ценим, догадаться нетрудно. Еще раз поздравляем. Все, давайте, обоюдно.
Yeah, that is. My brain just blew a circuit. Yeah, Russian grannies rapping about and celebrating the invasion of February 23. Another oil depot was hit in Russia today. Last night. Today is, you see the results of the scorched tank. Uzlovsky district of the Tula region. Here is the image of from last night. I think it's Tree Sapa. I think it's just there to make Russian people's brains melt so they can't think for themselves. Oh, I forgot who this guy was. Member of the House of Commons in Canada, Charlie Angus. I'll let his words speak for himself.
The Ukrainian people survived the Holodomor. The Ukrainian people survived Stalin. The Ukrainian people survived Chernobyl. They've survived Putin. Do you think that Donald Trump is going to break the Ukrainian people? So Donald, just put a sock in it for now.
Yeah. I'm sorry that I had to put that one in it. Sweden has purchased air defense systems worth 112 million to be transferred to Ukraine. These are the Robot 70 and Tridon Mark II systems, which will be purchased through the Swedish Defense Material Administration. Sweden will also transfer air defense systems already in Ukraine and MADPADs as part of international cooperation. Video shows the operation of the Tridon Mark II. Well, soon to be in Ukraine, if not already there. I can't say what I'm thinking, Linda S. I'll get deleted off YouTube. Dun 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 dun. and another one does, and another one does, and another one bites the dust.
Ебать, пули за спиной прям водила, дико что. Ебать, прям перед нами.
That is one way Ukrainians are knocking the Shaheeds out of the sky. I agree. General consensus says it seems like the European allies are much more scared of this turn of events than Ukraine is. Europe knows Russia will attack eventually, and now they know the US won't do jack about it. I know Germany has been very hesitant to spend a lot of money on defense for the simple reason, it was Germany that kicked off World War One and World War Two, essentially. So the Germans were playing it cool, not building up a big army just to keep everybody's tensions low. I think that's about to change. Talking about realizing that, well, if you watch the Germany situation today, you know the speech. Can't count on you know who, and uh-oh, you guys are in trouble. I'm going back to my videos. Operational ZCU decided to give us a look back at the first day of the invasion. So a little stroll down memory lane for some.
Блядь, их тут реально дохуя. Вот еще летят. Это пиздец. Это просто пиздец.
That was the Russian helicopters, and I believe this is Kharkiv. I can't remember exactly.
Вот, ребята, российские танки стоят на
This is Ukrainians fighting back with Molotovs and whatever else they could grab.
Никого не выпускают, никого не пропускают.
Мало, блядь, там.
Вот такой пиздец, ребят. Поехали отсюда.
Yeah, that's a Russian tank right there shooting at civilians, resisting them with rifles and Molotovs, and on occasion, an RPG. This is how willing Ukrainians were to stay free. The old saying in America is they can have my gun when they pry it from my cold, dead fingers. Yeah, Ukrainians don't just say it, they do it. A short little video from Toretsk, from Deep State today. Here's the video. Oh, sorry for headphone users. I want my cookie, LJ. The 21st separate rifle brigade battalion. I don't know. Oh, but Russia does not hit churches. Now, see, this one angers me so much more than any other building. This is an Orthodox church. Most Russians are Orthodox Christians. And yet they target the church. And then sit there on TV and claim we do not target churches, we do not target hospitals or schools. And yet here we are looking at a destroyed church. This is a church in Kivri. It is too far damaged to be able to be restored. One person was killed, 5 others injured, and it was struck by a ballistic missile. Other buildings and infrastructure were also damaged. Recovery efforts are ongoing. So yeah, that church, nothing can be done. It's going to have to be torn down. You know, a couple 100-year-old church. Bye. In Italy, a march of memory and solidarity with Ukraine is underway. This was a few hours ago. To mark the 3rd anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion. You know, for most of us here in the United States, it's still a couple hours away till tomorrow. But it is 6 a.m. in Ukraine right now. The full-scale invasion started at like 4:23 in the morning. So they are already in the anniversary, just waiting for Russia to do what everybody expects them to do. And unfortunately, we come to the last video I have for you today. A short little clip from 3rd Assault Brigade showing the work of their FPV drone operators. A fiery salute for the occupiers, minus tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, and trucks. New FPV hits by Troya in the Kharkiv region. Especially skillfully flying under the enemy's anti-drone defense, tracked and destroyed enemy infantry fighting vehicles, 4 tanks, and 1 truck. Sightings of Russian scrap metal from the Phantom unit of the anti-tank battalion. Here's their video. Yes, I showed the Roseanne rap song. Unless you're talking about Roseanne Barr rapping, then no. All right, catch up to the press and just for the last video of the night to be over. A rally in Prague. Oh yeah, that's cool. Everybody's holding up the yellow and blue. Probably, it looks like it's on their phones. That is kind of cool. I like some of the characters Roseanne Barr played, but not her herself. She was kind of a... I won't say it. Let me forward that one to Canty Center so you guys can find it if you want to copy that image. Something I haven't done in a while on stream. Yeah, we got plenty of time. Still for sale. This one's still for sale. My dream home sold. And the other house I wanted to get sold. Such is life. So, yeah, I've been hunting and hunting for a new house to look at. Well, since I'm going there, I don't, I haven't been able to save up the money to be able to do anything, but is that a chicken coop? Or is that the house? Ooh, I think that's the house. No, I'm going to pass on that one. Ooh. You want to look at your house on stream, Blonde? Let me clear the filters. So, Blonde Bombsheller was looking for a very specific set of circumstances for a house. This is the one I found for her. She wanted to have enough land to keep horses and be in the Carpathians. This is what I found. So, nice cherry trees in the front yard. This is the overview of the property, corral and a shed for the horses, the barn here, the house, and 2 more piles of building materials for other buildings. Um, you know, yeah, this is 42K. So there's the house from the other side with the chimney. Another view going off the corner, up on the hill, backing up to a hill. This is like the little access road to get down to the stream that runs through the middle of the town. Yeah, Ukraine has the best chandeliers ever. So what you're saying, Andrew, is she had no choice. She stuck with you. That makes me feel so much better because I'm by choice. I love the cook stove. And back at the beginning. But I'm going to cheat even more because I went and I found this place on Google Maps. And there we go. So I want to go back to this picture here. You see the school here, the C-shaped apartment building or office, town office, I'm not sure which. Go back to Google Maps. The C-shaped building, the school, the property is right there. And I'm going to make everybody so jealous right now. If this is the right one. Yes, this is the right one. This is a drone picture over the town, over the church specifically. That is the house. As you can see, they're building the barn. There was a bridge going across the river here. They built another little shack here, and then they built the corral here. Oh, no. That's the guy down the road. This is the property, sorry. But I just want to zoom in on this really quick. I'm putting my cursor over it right now. But if you look right there where my cursor is going back and forth, right above the little circle, that guy's the beekeeper of the town. Those are the beehives right there. But there's the overview of the town stretched throughout the valley. I'm going to come back around, and right behind the church, behind the graveyard, there's this little stream running against the cliff. See if I can grab the right one. Nope. Oh, here's inside the church. So if you've never been inside a Orthodox church, I'm inspired Because you go into like a Catholic church or Episcopalian, and it's like dark, dreary, you know. But you come into this, and this is a celebration of life, of color, of everything. It's so much different and from what I grew up with. Of course, the paintings are similar. I'm gonna have to cheat. Oh, there's hiking trails, horse trails all throughout these hills. Um, but this is the little river. And I'm gonna make everybody need to go to the bathroom. A nice little waterfall. Oh, another waterfall. Uh, another waterfall, another one, a different one. That's the same one. Different one. And this is going to be Blonde Bombsheller in 2 years. Um, there's tons of little waterfall springs. This is like a little resort type of getaway place, restaurant, shrine. You can go, even in the winter. Little fishing hole for the kids. Be a great place to go out and explore, get healthy. Definitely going to wear out a few hiking boots in this place. Oh yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. But you guys should know me by now. Ooh, shiny. What? Oh, sorry, what am I doing? Um, Blonde's place is like up behind the buildings over here. Nice little orchard in this person's yard. And then if you back up a little bit, pasture for the horses. There's like a little horse observation deck back here to watch like shows. And you even see the horses under the trees. But the cutest thing, let me get up here towards the school. You can kind of see it already. And you go a little step further. You know, everybody's out in their Sunday dress for the performance of the school choir on the steps. This is from May 2015. So yeah, I when they have their graduation and ceremonies, I'm gonna have to go visit Blonde just so I could sit on her porch and watch this and listen to this from on top of the hill. Um, oh, I shouldn't have closed that because I think it's down, yeah, right about here. So that's the stream that runs through the town, one fork of it. There's like a little island in the middle here. One stream's here, one stream's here, and then there's a third stream off this way. But very cool area. I can't remember if it's this way or the other way. Oh, that was back towards the school. It was the other way. So if this ever comes up on GeoGuessr, you know where it's at. Come on, go, 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 go. Okay, why did it slow down so much? It's still up ahead more. Sorry this is taking so long. I spent some time exploring this area, and there's something cool coming up here on the right-hand side. If I can just get to it. Oh, not to mention more horses. It's not it. I think it's after this turn. Oh, and this is the town's restaurant, bar, hotel, all rolled into one. Come on, stop slowing down. Get up there. Oh, fine. I think it's down here. There it is. Just a little shrine on the side of the road. Literally in the middle of nowhere. Shoot. Yeah, it was down here. Sorry. And the other little thing, you can almost see it. But this is the old road with the brick and mortar bridge over the stream. Little souvenir shop that's closed, but that shrine is right there, and it's not. You Google, leave me alone. Let me work. Let me do it. But yeah, that's a very, very cool place. Uh, So yeah, that's the place I found for blonde. I found, like, I hate to say this, but I did find, like, what would have been my dream home in Ukraine, in this village right here, sitting right about there. Unfortunately, somebody else bought it. I don't even know why I clicked on that one. That one's not even in close to. Oh, that's way beyond me. So yeah, I kind of need to find a new house to dream about. This one's kind of neat looking. I don't know, but there's no trees. There's no nothing there. It doesn't sing to me like the other one did. So I'm gonna add brick. Um, oh, wait a minute. It's back on. It's listed again. This is was my backup choice. It doesn't sing to me, but it does in other ways. Like, I'd want to, like, pressure wash all the whitewash off to get back down to the red brick. But the little summer kitchen in the back, the barn, right here's the well, and right here's a pear tree. Oh, I've always wanted a pear tree, but they always end up dying on me or getting eaten by goats or rabbits. A little Quonset hut for a garage. That could be a beautiful workshop for me. I believe this is a fig tree. And you see the apples on the ground from this apple tree here and the pear tree in the back. Entryway, it's a little country, but I like a little country. A little pink, but I can always change the wallpaper. Nice little chandelier. A couple tiles have fallen off the stove, but that can be easily fixed. The dining room area, floors look all good. Shit. Okay, well, if any of you want to be like a rich uncle or aunt and loan me a couple grand. Um, Liam, if she's willing to go to Ukraine, she might not be the X material anymore. But that place, I like that place because it's like 1 hour outside of Kyiv. Um, so I can get up in the morning, catch the bus, be in Kyiv within an hour or two, and be anywhere in Kyiv within 2 to 3 hours. So if I wanted to go to the Philharmonic, I could go to the Philharmonic, head back home. Oh man. There was another place that was available over here. It was interesting, but it didn't sing to me. That place, it looks pretty nice. The brickwork's really good. Veranda, small plot, so not a whole lot of yard to take care of. 4 rooms. Storage rooms. Metal roof. Has a barn. So I'm guessing this is the summer kitchen or the barn. I'm guessing barn because there's a lot of traffic on that grass. Yeah, that one's a nice one. But there's some very inexpensive housing in Ukraine. Here you go, 1,672. Oh, here we go, new one for $1,195. It looks like it's been vacant for a little while. Just needs a cleanup. Has the gas meter and the electric meter on it. Has satellite dish. Chain link fence. Looks like it's just the wallpaper peeling. Little cleanup work, a little stuff like that, and there you go. There's a house in Ukraine for $1,200. In Ukraine, Liam says Wakefield says, I was looking for large farms with completely rundown buildings. In Ukraine, it's going to be really hard for a foreigner to own farmland, agricultural land. You need to be a citizen to own agricultural land. Not that hard to be a citizen of, to get your citizenship in Ukraine. The only real issue right now is that you have to give up your other citizenships, but that might be changing. Yeah, it's kind of like 11 acres. It's a weird limit because it's based on 100 square meters, and converting the 100 square meter rule to like American acres It's like 10.8 is the max you can own. And it cannot be zoned as agricultural land. But there was one up here. See if I could find it again. They might not be listing it anymore, but there was it was like 3 housing plots in the city, but only the barn was still on the housing plot. It was like up here in Zhytomyr Oblast. Oh dang, 1,500. Yeah, this would make a great project for like refurbishing for displaced people. The structure's good. It just looks like a couple panels need to be replaced on the roof. The floors are good. Literally, you could probably almost just buy this and turn it over to a family with very minimal effort. Just clean up the trees right next to the house. Already has the meters installed. And there you go, $1,500. Yeah, just summer house right in the middle of a village. Um, I'm sorry, I'm kind of like almost still crying because that one's back listed again. Uh, I know it seems silly, but here you go, 1,672. Oh, wow. This would be a good one for you, Liam. You know, garage door opening on the outside. So, the rest of the barn. Outdoor kitchen area. Has the grapevines starting to trellis across the walk area. Gated off garden area. You see the grapevines they planted are starting to get up towards the trellis. Couple of fruit trees. Oh, those floors will look perfect. That's probably even new flooring. Looks like maybe a couple of the roof tiles have come loose. Oh wow, check out that cook stove. That'd be a nice place. That was a pretty nice place. And that's 1,672. That's You put this place here where I am in South Dakota, probably one of the cheapest states to buy land in the states. And that's $70,000, $80,000 place right there. But I noticed one pop up over here for $1,075. Interesting little front porch. Summer kitchen. Barn looks in good shape. Tree line out behind your garden. Little sitting bench underneath the tree right next to the patio. Root cellar. The floors are a little bit rough, but it's not hard to fix the floors. It's just a pain to do if you're trying to live in it. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're doing, is replacing the subfloor. So this might have been like a project house, and they kind of just ran out of the gusto to get it done. Yeah, I don't know. It's an American thing. We got to have our white walls on a new house so we can make it whatever we want. This place, 24 divided by 40, so it's about 0.6 acres, this place right here. It was a nice half-acre yard. It's more than enough to do what you want to do on it. Well, what most people want to do on it. Because, I mean, that's your garden in the back. It's a lot bigger than what you think it is. Like my house is on 1 acre, and shit, I have a goat pen, a chicken coop, a chicken run, garden, an orchard, all on that acre, and I still have like a third of it that's just open grass area. Okay, I'm going to show you something here that I try not to show people, because usually the Carpathians are an expensive area, but there's this little section. Let's take a quick look at this one, where it's not so expensive. And you see it's kind of uphill. Oh wow, that's a big cook stove. So anyways, let me go to the filters, reset all the filters. And there's this little area tucked in between the Carpathians right here. You see everything around it is 30s to 40s on up. But in this one little area right here, the house prices drop down immensely. So that's the barn. Half finished warehouse right next to you. Um, I wish my keyboard allowed me to type in Ukrainian. Here you go. This is the one for you, Liam. I remember this one. Old log cabin. So more than likely that would have to be torn down. So this is the river. Another river. And you're nestled right in between the two of them. Or maybe that's a ridge line, I don't know. So that'd be your neighbors, that'd be the fence line right there. But that would be your backyard. So one neighbor on one side, no neighbors on any other side. Forest, and power lines. Oh, darn. So there's your power. You can bring power to the house or whatever you build. Again, that one's 11228. And zoom in, go back over to your. So here's another one for 6,000. I think we looked at this one in a past video. Yeah, because it has that water trough across the river. A little bridge to get to your house. That'd be so cool to build it up in stone and make that a drawbridge. And just have like a garage door clicker to raise and lower the bridge to get to your house. If you don't want any visitors, just click. A lot of these houses, Trisapa, I understand what you're thinking on it. I used to think the same way. But a lot of these houses you see like this, they've been vacant 10, 5, 8, whatever years. Nobody wants to live in the villages anymore. It's just the jobs aren't there. The place I'm looking at, oh God, my brain's, here we go. No, where is it? Not that far up. Is it? Oh yeah, it is that far up. Okay. You know, like this place. It doesn't say, but you can tell it's just been abandoned for a while. Grandparents were living there, they passed away, and it kind of just sits. So a lot of times you buy places like this and you're freeing up money for them to be able to do other things. This one here. No, that's not the one I was looking at. There's one around here somewhere, and I can't remember exactly which one it is, but it's been sitting vacant for 8 years. The one I'd love to get for, let me cut these prices down so there's not so many showing. I'm looking for one specific one, and I can't quite seem to find it for some reason. Uh, yeah, I can tell you right now, this one's been abandoned for quite some time. They're just looking to really essentially give it away because they don't have a job in that area, so there's no point living in that area. Uh, oh, might be this one. No, still not the one I was looking for. Dang it. Anyways, there was one on here in this area not too long ago. It had been vacant for 8 years. The family was going up there once in the summer for a week, taking care of the place, and then that was it. For 8 years, that's all they did. A lot of these houses are sitting vacant. Even go to the one that I was looking at. If I could find it, here we go. You can look at the yard. They cut this yard to take photos to list the house. These was all overgrown trees, bushes, whatever. It's a vacant house that, please somebody take it off my hands type of thing. The other aspect of it is, let's see, where are we here? Ivano Frankish. Shoot, it's just on the other side of the river, if I remember correctly. It might be this town here. No. I have a friend that lives out in Ivano Frankish area. And his village is like just off the main road, and they couldn't get internet. They wanted Kyivstar, fiber optic or whatever, but Kyivstar wouldn't run the electricity or run the line out to them because it was too expensive to do so. Of course, they're from America. They're living off of their retirement money. And, well, they go, well, how much would it be to run the line from the highway to the place? They got the quote back from them and go, okay, here's the check, do it. So their entire town now has high-speed internet access because they moved to that town. Another guy I talked to, he is here in Jotomir, in one of these small towns out here. I'm not going to show which one, but he's a programmer, works remotely. Does all his taxes and stuff through his little small town that he's in. Because he's in that town and paying taxes in that town's been able to pave roads, improve the school, fix so many other different things. And basically his paycheck, he makes over $200,000 a year. He makes more money than everybody else in that town combined. And he'll sit there and go, okay, I'm about to have a really big project, to do programming. What in the town needs to get fixed next? Okay, start getting that together. Let me know how much it is. I'll pay for it, and you can take that off my taxes. So I sat down and figured it out, did the math on it one day. And 5 people at my income level, I'll just tell you guys, I get $1,524 a month on my disability. 5 people like me moving into a village could change the outlook of that village permanently. Not only paying our taxes in there, but also just shopping in there, in that village. Hiring a maid. 5 people like me going into a village and hiring a maid to come clean our house once a week. So she has a house to clean every week. That's a job in that town that was never there before. Hiring the local farmer to come plow our garden area. One foreigner living on a pension or disability or whatever in a small town in Ukraine has a huge, huge impact on that town. Go down to that town I was looking at, Venetia, Mashets. Half of this town does not have power. There's power to this side of the town, but not to this side of the town. The house I was going to buy was right here. Someone else got it, but oh well. The cost to provide electricity to the rest of this town, I could have paid for in 1 month. 1 month of my check, the rest of this town could have had power. The reason this half of the town has power, because this farmer needed power. So they ran the telephone poles out here. And then it was so much cheaper for these people, they went in and got power, ran out to, I believe, here. Like these houses here still don't have power. There's thousands of little towns in Ukraine that are dying because they don't have income anymore. Where's that town at? There we go. I don't like to talk about this because I don't want to talk like I'm bragging about or building myself up. But this town right here, it is basically in the corner of Venetia, bordered with Kiev Oblast and Zhytomyr Oblast. The big thing in this town used to be these ponds right here. This was a fish hatchery. It shut down. All the workers were leaving town. There was no money. The other thing was this was a brick making factory. It shut down as well. Well, no, there wasn't demand for building new houses because populations were declining. So basically, all the jobs had left the town. There's 4 houses in this town that I helped refurbish a little bit. Got displaced families into those houses. Okay, there still wasn't any jobs, so that was the biggest concern. So what I did was had a electrician come in, put in a 400-watt wind turbine, and I think it was 800 watts of solar panels, and made a collective deal with the power company to sell the power that they have in excess to the grid. They now have residual income in those 4 houses, and that's starting to make a difference in the town. They have other projects going and are even talking about reopening this fishery as a co-op. And it doesn't take much to change a town. I've had people yell at me because I was being a tourist in Ukraine. Yeah, I spent a lot of my time in Kiev doing the touristy thing, seeing the monuments, going to Hydro Park, going to the Philharmonic, the opera, going to shows. But you shouldn't be going there to be a tourist. They don't need you there. They don't need you risking and using up resources. Well, for one, I didn't go in the winter when the resources are most strained because of heating. I rented an apartment from a local. I paid a premium for the apartment that I was in. $300 a month. They were only asking like $220. So that local had her apartment rented, made extra money on it. I paid her in US dollars. She was quite happy. There's every restaurant I went to, I wrote a review on Google. Um, great Ukrainian food. If you want local taste, come here. If you're missing an American style burger in Ukraine, come here. Um, even found a Mexican restaurant here in Podil. Did a live stream from there. Yeah, I was being a tourist, but I was also letting people know what the situation's like. Yeah, I went to Independence Square. I was here several times. Yeah, I did the touristy things. Am I ashamed of it? Not one bit. Why? Because I probably spent $5,000 there. And that's not just a $5,000 boost to the economy. Because that money circles around and circles around and circles around. So that $5,000 in cash that I injected into the economy probably equaled out to about $20,000 in GDP. Because I went to a pizza place and bought a $5 pizza. I'll show off my pizza place. Yeah. This is my pizza place in Ukraine. Zerno Pizza. There's a lot of times I went in there and I was their only customer for the day. I shouldn't say a lot of times. I'd sit in there for an hour and a half and maybe like one other person would come in. But because I went in there, bought, 3 teas that I drank, munched on a pizza, sat there, read a book. Just enjoyed my time. This family was from Mariupol. They had a pizza shop in Mariupol. They moved it up here after Mariupol was occupied. Yeah. Nice sized pizza that easily feeds 2 Americans. 200 hryvnia. And delicious pizza. Chai, 75 cents. Green tea, 75 cents a cup. I helped out that business. Yeah, that money went to, it wasn't much. But probably twice a week I went to this place, got a pizza, got some tea. Yeah, but that money didn't just go to them and disappear. They had to buy supplies. They had to pay rent, electricity, water bills. And the people that they put that money to had bills themselves. And then that money just cycles and churns. The more money you can spend in Ukraine, the better Ukraine is. Not to mention the taxes from that's another story. Why would they need to forgive me for going 2 times a week? Another great little restaurant is right over here. I believe it's right here. It's not listed on Google, unfortunately, but it's a David restaurant, a Georgian restaurant right here. Oh my God, so such good Georgian food. I didn't go there as often. I only went there when I was going somewhere with friends. Really, really good food. But yeah, there's there's a lot of people out of work. There's not a lot of disposable income. So me going out, having a meal at some of these places could, in my mind, could have been the difference between them staying open or closing. Unemployment rate in Ukraine is crazy. People are barely getting by. So if I kept somebody employed, if I kept even one person employed for half a day, I'm happy. But I know it had much more effect than that. No, I did not. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh, I can't remember the name of the place though, but there was a restaurant somebody took me to downtown. Mustafar. I went to the zoo, took the transit, Okay, the other thing you have to consider is the average income in Ukraine is about $400 US. And that's a month. So in the 3 months I was there, I spent $5,000. So I spent the yearly income of one person in 3 months. It doesn't sound like much. Yes, it is a drop in the bucket. Yeah, it is for me too. Show you where I am right now. I'm in this general area. My heart is right there. In more ways than one. But yeah, if you can go there and spend $1,000, it's more than just $1,000 added to their economy. It's $1,000 that cycles into their network, their economic network. One thing I try to tell people is to avoid Airbnb. There's a lot of foreigners that bought houses and apartments in Kyiv to rent out, to make money on, and they don't even live there. They have a property management company that rents them out for them. That money spent leaves Ukraine. It doesn't help them out after you pay it. If you do go on Airbnb, ask them if they live in Ukraine, if the owner lives in Ukraine. If they do, it would help them out. So they'll answer you. If you get the runaround on that, that's okay. I'll find someplace else then. Any minute now for what, McPigeon? Well, and literally, like Airbnb in Ukraine is the same price as a hotel. I know I talked to someone earlier today. They're going to Ukraine for a short while. Let's say 2 weeks. They got an Airbnb, and it's costing them about $400 for those 2 weeks. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. So for 2 weeks, they're paying $400. Granted, they probably got a nice place with it, but uh, 287 a month, 203 a month. So for that $400, they could have stayed here for 2 months. Look at that view out that balcony. Yeah, it's not some perfect hotel, blah, 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 blah. You have to do the cleaning yourself. Okay, this one's probably a bad example because there's not a whole lot of furniture. Yeah, I'm staying in a specific area for a reason. 275. Here we go. Brand new flooring. Looks like a brand new kitchen set. Okay, the green tiles are a bit much. Washing machine, everything you need right in the apartment. Beautiful, beautiful house. $700 or $275 a month. So what basically a week in an Airbnb when you can stay in an apartment for the same price. That's just my take on it. Yeah, Aussie T are the oceans carbonated? Let's see. Translate to English. One room apartment. Top floor. Panel walls. Pets allowed. 2-room apartment. Long-term rent. Apartment is well renovated, equipped with furniture and all the necessary appliances, boiler, washing machine, refrigerator. Very bright, spacious, good insulation, sound insulation. Quiet courtyard, friendly neighbors. Transportation 20 minutes to the city center. See, Wi-Fi, electric, gas. When the power's out, there is water supply, the heat works, and the gas works. What more can you ask for? Um, yeah, let's go down to 300 just to clear out some odd ones. All right, 215, right next to the red line, 6th floor. You know, not like the super modern renovation. Still looks good. The bathroom's a little pink, but it looks like there's plenty of space in the bathroom. Kitchen looks decent. Translate to English. Yeah, 10-minute walk to the metro station, ATB, Slippo, Novus, park with 3 lakes, all really close by. That's like right here. Oh, right here. So Slippo, Novus, restaurants, you know, one park right there, another big park right here, and metro stop is literally right there. And if you wanted to, you can even go to McDonald's. Yeah, you literally can hop on the bus right here and end up at the zoo. But I mean, it's not even just Kyiv. Another beautiful city is Poltava. Hmm? 191. Oh, wait. 108 for a 1-bedroom apartment. Apparently right next to Roshan. There's your building from the street side. There you go, $108 a month. Windows have been updated. Yeah, it seems like the only thing missing is a bed. You'd have to put your own bed in there. I think you'd want to do that anyways, but that's a really nice place. Where was that again? No, that was over in Poltava. Murtzy, if you're still in chat, because I know you're going to be working in Lviv. Here you go, 191, 1-bedroom apartment. First floor. Nice spacious kitchen, lots of cupboards, little eating spot. Little like balcony patio thing out to the front yard. Bathroom's a little cramped and the tiles need some work, but that's no big deal. Little tight on the furniture in the bed in the room. But I'm guessing this folds out into a bed. In like an entertainment center, so have your friends home, party, kick them out, fold out the bed, crash while you're watching TV. Yeah, $191, and right in the heart of Lviv, really. Okay, like I know Frontline Kitchen is in this area. So 179, one bedroom apartment, walking distance to volunteer at Frontline Kitchen. So this is an interesting layout. Again, not a bad place for 179. Fourth floor on a floor 4 building, so you're in the penthouse in a building that was built before 1917. Let's say you wanted to be just outside of Kiev. Irpin. 203, one bedroom in Irpin. That is super clean. I'm guessing they just got done with the renovations. Couch/bed. Yeah, this is super clean. This is probably a brand new building. Yeah. Little small apartment building, so yeah. Oh, I wanted to look at that. That's the park that's nearby. Okay, let's go with a different scenario. You want to rent a house outside the city. You know, you wanted a taste of country life not too far from the city. There you go. So $454. You're renting a 2-story house. Has a garage. Utilities would cost you an extra $50 to $75. 3 rooms, 8 kilometers to Kiev. Studio kitchen, dressing room, garage, parking lot, automatic gates, information for the utility bills. You know, looks like right not too far from a lake. Right next door to a Nova Posta. And right there's Irpine City Center. Oh, you want to see the house? Yeah, probably. Oh, nice little balcony off the second floor, garage, paved parking area. Oh, that's an amazing kitchen. A little beat up, but workable. Oh, this room needs a pool table in it. So, nice little entertainment room right off the kitchen. Door to the backyard. There's one bedroom with the entrance to the balcony. Again, the pool room. Another bedroom. Here's the third bedroom. Office. Bathroom looks really nice. I like the tile. Oh, look at that shower. That cabinet would have to go. I would bang my head standing up so many times. Or I'd just use this one. Yeah, I would bang my head on that freaking cabinet right above the toilet. A nice covered entrance so you can get the rain off you before you go in. So there's the guest bathroom right there. Tell you what, who wants to split this place with me 3 ways? $150 each for rent plus utilities. You know, a little fountain in the... Hold on. Back up. Little fountain outside. You're going too fast. Slow down. The bathroom upstairs with the shower. 1 bedroom. Second bedroom. The third bedroom's the really red room. Red room. What's in here? Couldn't tell because the lights were off. What are you trying to say, McPigeon? I'll not, but it's very mid, nice, not mid, damn it. Yeah, $454 a month. Yeah, figure with utilities, $500. Sorry. Yeah, let's keep the price under 24. Nope. No. Let's keep the price under 500. Sorry. Here we go, $191. This is something you could probably do on your own. So one level, half underground garage. So I'm guessing there's like an entire story of the house that's underground. Nice big bedroom. Step-in shower with a seat. Cool ivy. Stairs up to the terrace upstairs. Oh, that's neat. Little coat rack next to the door. If this place had a bed in it, I'd rent this place. Okay, there we go. Bed, little kitchenette, and a bathroom all to myself. So I'll stay in that one room, and you guys can have all the other rooms. That one's interesting. That'd be something I'd want to go look at. And that, I mean, that's literally like this is the edge of Kyiv City. So you're right there. This is over by the airport, but there's no planes flying. Oh, it's just part of the house. Never mind. Oh, I know this neighborhood. If that's all this is, that's fine for this neighborhood. I'd still take it. So yeah, it's just a little like studio. I could dig it. So a little closet as you come into the door. Hang up your coat, take your shoes off. Air conditioner, heater. Little burner stove. Little fridge. Okay, so it's half the barn is what you'd be renting. It's kind of like a little studio place. Okay, it showed a little bit here that I want to kind of look at again. So yeah, I'm guessing like this is the barn and like the main house is over here. So you'd be like renting half the barn from the owner of the house. That's very cool because I'm going to show you guys that neighborhood. Here we go. So that house was like down in this area. It's a little farther away from like the metros and stuff. Oh no, it's like right in here. This is a huge mall. I mean, they have a little like theme park inside the center right here. Like if you want to go to like the good theater, this is the mall to go to. They even have a grocery store right in the mall. You know, here's some like the little kiddie rides. What you see in the back. Let's see if we can get. You know, typical mall food court. Come on, where is it? Like a little roller coaster and some other stuff, and it's just why aren't they showing pictures of it? Cinema Park, really cool theater. I went with a couple of my friends there to the movies. Come on, where? Show me. Everybody couldn't think I'm lying because I can't. Ooh. Anyways, it's not like a huge ride. It's just a small little thing, but you know, cool fountain. That's what would make this an interesting place. Because literally, you know, you're right there. The mall's right there. It's just you'd have to take like a bus or something to get on the metro at the end of the line here. I mean, it's decent. Subaru, yeah, they had Subaru in there. Um, anyway, let's get a little bit more like outside of the city. Um, Halfway between Zhytomyr and Venetia. 191, 3 rooms, single floor house. I can't see anything wrong. Maybe the colors of the cabinet doors I'd complain about. Step over shower, that's nice. Looks like brand new tile. So yeah, they must have just recently did a renov on this. Nice size boiler, nice stove. I'd have to get a different blanket. That's definitely a girl's room, all that closet or the clothes hanging space. But I mean, you don't have to buy. Oh, that's nice. Little courtyard to come out to for. I like it. It's not bad. Okay, I gotta look at the $60 a month place by Tchaikovsky. The little A-frame. Nice view. Oh, and that would be why it's $60. Let's say you're more the Odessa type. Here we go, not too far from the beach. Interesting garden. Yeah, the entrance doesn't look like much. Two-story, I'm out, but let's go north side of Odessa. 263, close to the beach. I don't like the orange, but I do like the kitchen. A little cabinet shower, that's nice. Corner bench seat around the table. Huge bed. Nice bathroom. Blonde, you want mountains? Okay, let's go look at mountains. Um, yeah, I think that's a good price range to stay in. Here we go. $478 a month for a 10-room house. No outdoor picnic area. Oh, so this is Oh my gosh. Yeah, so this is all included. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love the balcony. Very nice kitchen. Huge living room. You need binoculars to see that TV. Jesus. It's a huge bathroom. The upstairs loft. Looks like there's bedrooms off the sides of the loft and balcony out off the. Yeah, so bedrooms on both sides of the loft. Another bedroom. The upstairs bathroom with a bidet. What, a jacuzzi tub? That's an interesting place. That's something you'd have to go look at. Let's see, $239 a month. Yeah, garden's interesting, but not anything special. Oh, look at that stove. Yeah, it's nothing special. It's not really in the hills. Let's try this one. Yeah, it looks really nice on the inside. What's it like outside? Doesn't show. Um, let's see, what's the 143 with the 9 bedrooms? Well, nice picture of a cherry tree to grab your attention. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm sold. Ooh, sauna, dip pool, pink bathroom. Oh, okay, not a pink bathroom. I'm guessing this used to be a hotel and they're just trying to. So it includes an apartment, so you can rent the apartment out to make money on your own rental. That's kind of interesting. Something else in the mountains. Let's go with this one. 191, 2 rooms, single floor. Kind of a smaller kitchen, but it looks nice. Decent shower. Kind of tight for the toilet. You had to put the toilet sideways to get it in there. Oh, there's plenty of places to rent. Let's look in Zhytomyr. Oh, that's green. That's not a good color green in my opinion. And the couch matches the walls. Oh, very bright colors. I definitely would not want to have a hangover in this house. I love the carpet though. Oh, that's a very blue bathroom. That's a very nice house. Not that picture, that one. Too bad on the colors. That color just This is a very, very nice house. Anyways, I'm going to call it quits there. I got to go get something to eat. Get ready for bed. Shit, shower, shave. This one intrigues me though. Hold on. Because I know this neighborhood. Yeah, it's on the other side of the river from like Main Key, but not too shabby. Um well, uh, okay, so it's okay. So there's Lazova. Yeah, it's in this little housing district here. Kind of far from the metros. Um, Forest nearby, but I think this is the forest you're not supposed to go into. Interesting. And 8 a.m. in Ukraine. Still no air alerts. I am very thankful for this so far. Good quality. Oh, great. Now I got that in my head. Do. Ears hang low, do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie 'em in a knot? Can you tie 'em in a bow? Can you throw 'em over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low? And yes, that's a cleaned up version of that one from Animaniacs. With that, I'm going to say good night. Thank you for coming to the stream. Thanks for hanging out, watching me look at and dream about real estate. Thanks for hitting the like, subscribing, sharing the videos. Have a good night. Stay safe, everybody, and keep supporting Ukraine. This is a Ferris wheel at the zoo.